What is a KPI and why do you need to know what it is? Whether you're an aspiring data engineer or you are a small business looking to begin your data-driven journey, KPIs are important to understand. KPIs are an important part of the analytics process. A KPI is a key performance indicator. It is the heartbeat of your business. It will tell you when everything's going well, as well as identify pain points within your business, similar to how you would experience a sore shoulder or a hurt knee. It'll tell you exactly where and when the pain is, so that you can address it with medication in the form of a data-driven decision. So today we're going to talk about what KPIs are, the importance of them in your business, and how to set them. I'm also going to provide you with some tools and resources to help you along your journey to become a data-driven business and set your own KPIs. So let's begin. So, what are some of the benefits of KPIs within your business? Well, a KPI will help you to make informed decisions. You'll help you to identify the root cause of the problems and to diffuse them before they become a major issue for you. In addition, they help you to track your progress towards your business goals. So KPIs will tell you if you are on target, approaching target, or nowhere near the target of what you set your business goals for the current year. Finally, it'll help you to benchmark yourself against your competitors so that you'll have a gauge to understand whether you're hitting the target or you're no. Think of them as your business, revealing hidden treasures and potential pitfalls that lie ahead. By analyzing traffic KPIs, for example, and conversion rates, you can identify which marketing campaigns are the most effective in attracting new customers. By using customer satisfaction KPIs, you could pinpoint areas where your business can improve and enhance your customer experience. By tracking employee turnover KPIs, you can identify the potential issues that you may have within your company culture or your work environment and go ahead and take some proactive steps to address them. I'm going to give you some different KPIs, and you're going to tell me exactly what group you think that they might belong in. Let's go through quiz. Question number 1. I'm going to give you 3 different options to choose from, and then I'm going to give you a KPI, and you're going to respond back to me which one of those groups that KPI belongs to. So your potential options are customer service, sales, or financial. The first KPI that we're going to talk about is return on investment. So which one of those categories do you think return on investment falls in? I'll give you a few seconds to answer. And then let's talk about return on investment. All right. So did you guess financial? That one's not a real complicated one. Yeah, I mean, I could see somebody looking at it as sales, but this one is financial. And the definition of the KPI, the definition of return on investment, is the return generated from an investment relative to its cost. And the calculation looks like having the net profit divided by the total investment times 100. So that gives you a ratio of your return on investment. All right, are you ready for quiz question number 2? Let's go. Again, your options are sales, customer service, or financial. This next one is customer retention rate. I'll give you a few seconds again to answer. All right, did you guess sales? I could see where this one might be a little tricky. It could possibly fall under customer service, but this one is solidly in the sales category, and what it is the percentage of customers who continue to do business with you. So it's the number of retained customers divided by your total customers. So these are your repeat customers that continue to come into your store, that continue to buy services or products from your business. All right. Question number 3. Again, customer service, sales, or financial. This last one is customer complaint rate. Which one of those categories do you think customer complaint rate falls into? I'll give you a few moments and then we'll discuss what that calculation looks like. All right. So, did you guess customer service for that one? That one was the easy one. I'll give you that one. So, customer complaint rate is the number of customer complaints. Really straightforward. And the calculation is the number of complaints divided by the total number of customers. It's really just the number of complaints that your business is receiving over time. So again, this kind of tells you the health of your business, whether or not you have concerns. There's always going to be probably some level of complaints come in. You'll decide at what point that's a satisfactory rate, at what point it's not a satisfactory rate, and what points are kind of in between. So that way you could provide yourself with a gauge, whether you're in a green area, a yellow area, or a red area, depending on what ratio that you receive of customer complaints. And that's the same with the other two KPIs that we discussed. When you set your KPI, you'll provide ranges based on, okay, this is what I think is going to be good, this is what I think is going to be okay, that I'll need to kind of look at and maybe improve on, and this is what I have determined is bad. So keep those things in mind as you're going through and setting your KPIs. Super important that you have some ranges there. You need to understand that you're not going to be perfect every time. Nothing is. And that this is a journey. You are setting a goal to continue to improve so that you could move your business forward and continue to grow. All right, so now that we've talked about what KPIs are, kind of a little bit about how to set them, and also, giving you some examples and some quiz questions on what they are, stay tuned till the end where I'm going to give you some tools and resources to help you to be able to set your own KPIs and to provide you with a guide and some tools and resources on examples and how to do that. So, identifying KPIs puts you in good company. Some huge companies that you know and love and maybe hate use KPIs in their business. For example, Netflix. Netflix uses a variety of KPIs to measure customer satisfaction, content performance, as well as overall business health. They use metrics like churn, viewing hours, and content popularity to determine what content to continue to put out, what content to remove, and whether or not they're doing good as far as customer service goes and retention. Amazon is another data-driven company. They're a big data company. They heavily rely on their KPIs to optimize their operations. Their key metrics often include fulfillment time, customer satisfaction, and sales growth. Finally, we have Uber. Uber uses real-time KPIs to track and deliver rider behavior, optimize pricing, and improve overall user experience. Don't let your business become the next victim of the ticking time bomb. Arm yourself with KPIs. Take control of your destiny. Visit our website at the link in the description to learn more about how you can start your data-driven journey. There, you'll find a KPI assessment and a KPI guide that you could download from the website. If you're interested in learning more about SQL so that you can continue to develop those tools and go further in your data-driven journey, be sure to check out these videos here. If you're interested in learning more about data engineering concepts, be sure to check out those. And if you would like to continue to go along your path in your data-driven journey, be sure to like and subscribe so that you can stay up to date on all our future videos.